You are watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftacademy.com. www.netsoftacademy.com.
Welcome back to the SC-300 Beginner Series. In this video, we will learn how to manage users and groups in Azure Entra ID, one of the most fundamental tasks for any identity administrator out there. So let's get started. Now let's start with users. In Azure Entra ID, you can create users one at a time or in bulk. But remember, manual creation via Azure portal is very much possible, but you will not create hundreds of users in this way. For that, you will use CSV-based bulk creation. Here, you will upload a CSV file with all the user information properly configured according to the syntax and attributes, and then you upload this to Azure, and Azure will create all the users automatically. Now, there are many attributes in this CSV template, but out of all, 4 are compulsory. That is username, or you can also call it UPN, which means user principal name. Next one is display name. That is again required. Third is password. You have to put a password. Although you will change it in the future, but you have to put the temporary password there. And the fourth one is your decision, either yes or no, to allow the user to sign in or to deny the user to sign in. Or in simple words, block user ID, yes or no. Rest, all the metadata is optional, and I would recommend to add as much metadata as possible. It will help for easy management in the future. Now, groups help manage permissions more effectively by assigning roles or access to a set of users. Well, when you put a lot of users inside a group and apply permission to the group, that permission gets inherited to all the members or users inside it. Now, there are security groups and Microsoft 365 groups. Well, security groups are used for access control. For example, a file share or application privileges, which you want to assign. So whenever you want to apply some permission on a group, you will create security group. Then Microsoft 365 or M365 groups are for distribution, including a shared mailbox, calendar, planner, or team integration, or any other productivity application which you get from your M365 suite. Now, you can assign user to group either manually or dynamically. Well, this means you can select the user and add that user as a member, and this will be called as a static membership. And these type of groups are called static group. Here, as an administrator, you add and remove members at any given time. Now, on the other hand, which is again a recommended way to use groups, is dynamic group. Here you create a condition, and according to that condition, the membership is given to a specific user or even a device. So there are dynamic user groups or dynamic device groups. Now, for example, the condition can be all the users for whom the department is equal to HR, they can be the member. So it will scan all the users, and if department matches HR, those users will become the member of that group. And whenever the department changes, those users will be automatically removed from the group. This is what dynamic group is all about. Now, Azure also have self-service features. Here, Entra ID includes helpful self-service features to reduce admin overhead. Here, the users can request to join groups, search and find groups in the directory, or they can also ask for workflow approvals if configured properly. Even the users can reset their password on their own. They don't have to call help desk. Plus, there are so many other features, but if you want to go in depth, well, we do have in-depth courses at NetSoft IT Academy. So make sure you also check our platform for giving you computer-based training. That is NetSoft IT Academy. Now, let's get back to the series. So once user or users, many users are created, you'll often perform tasks like resetting password, assigning roles, or blocking accounts. Well, that is the administrator's job. And it is very easy to reset a user's password. You just have to go to the portal, Entra ID, click on the user, and on top you will see the option called Reset Password. Plus, you can also assign them roles according to their level in the company. Roles can be assigned if you go to RBAC permissions and look at the role you want, select it, select the user, and assign it. But don't worry, this self-service password reset, what is RBAC? We will discuss it in future videos. Now, let's go back to the portal and let me show you how it actually looks like. So I will give you a quick walkthrough to create users, both manually and with CSV, and how to create groups, plus, and how to add members in that group as well. So let's go to our portal. All right, now let's check out how you can create a user and also how you can create a group and put that user inside that group. So you will go to Entra ID. Let me maximize it. And click on Manage, go to Users. And now you have two options. Either you can create a user manually, or you can also create user with the help of your CSV file if you want to create hundreds of users in one go. Let's try both. If we go to New User and click on Create New User, this is where you will put user principal name. So I'll just say demo user 1. Display name, I will keep it same. Then you can change the password, or you will get a generated password from Azure, and the user anyhow have to change this password when the user will log in. Then click on Properties. Here you can add metadata, things like phone number, job title, address, and so on. Next, assignment. This is where you can add this user to an administrative group if there is one, or you can add this user to an existing group directly. Plus, you can also assign privileges to that user right away. If you want to make this user, let's say, global admin, you can do it here. But all this can be done later as well. Then you click Next, you review your information, and then you click on Create, and the user will be created. The other option is to download. If you go to Bulk Operation and click on Bulk Create, this is where you can download a template which you have to fill properly and then upload it, and user will be created, or user accounts will be created automatically for you. So click on Download. Let me download here as my user create template and save it. Now let's go to the folder. All right, you can see this is my template. I will open it in Excel and then fill it. Remember, there is already an example given to you. You should remove it first. So I'll just remove it. And then put the name here. So I'll just say, again, demo user 1, demo user 1. But you also have to add your domain name. So it should be a fully qualified domain name, FQDN. So I will do it later. Let me put a password. Very simple generic password. And then you have to type no if you want to enable the account. If you say yes, then the account will be disabled. The sign-in will be blocked. And rest all of this is your metadata. It's not a compulsion to add all these details. but first 4 entries are required. Now, where can I find my domain name? As this account is just created for the demo purposes, so I don't have a registered domain, so I have this temporary one that is NetSoft135 Outlook on Microsoft.com. So I will copy it. If you have your own domain name which is registered, you will find it here. And then I will just go here and type @ my domain name. And that's it. Now you save it. And whenever you want to save it as CSV. Demo. And save. Now you can close it. Now you go back to your users, click on bulk operation, bulk create, and upload that file. Demo. And submit. And eventually your user will be created. I only have one user, but you can have hundreds here. As you can see, the bulk operation was successful and a user is created. If you cannot find your user, just refresh the page. Here you go, demo user 1. And removing the user is equally that easy. So just select the user and click on delete. The user is now gone. The nice thing about Azure is that even if you delete users, it goes to deleted user for 30 days. So if you go here, you can always restore the user profile. Now, how to create a group? Well, go to your Entra ID and click on Groups. Then you click on New Group, and that's it. You select, do you want a distribution group or a security group? Well, distribution group will be used for, you guessed it right, distribution. Let's say you want to create a group for Outlook distribution or just want it for 365 ecosystem. Then you can go ahead and create a M365 group. But if you want to apply permissions or you want to assign privilege to a group, you need to create a security group. Then you give your group a name. Then you give your group a description. And then you select Entra ID roles can be assigned to this group. If you want to assign the roles, say yes. If not, then you can say no. Then, what kind of assignment you want? Do you want to assign manually? Then it will be assigned. Otherwise, you can also go for dynamic user and dynamic device. Dynamic user and device simply means that according to the condition you will create, the user will be added to this group. So there will be an if-else condition. So if the conditions are met, add the user, else deny the user or remove the user from the group. If you want manual control, then click on assign. Then you can assign an owner. You can make anyone an owner of this group. Remember, the owner will get full control over this group, and also the owner can change the assignments. The owner can actually play around with RBAC permissions. And over here, you add your members. So you select your member. Let's say I selected myself, and you click select, and then you create the group. All right, the group is now created. So if you go to all groups, here is your demo group. You click on it, manage, members, you will see the member you added. Owners, you can add it later as well. Here are the permissions where you can assign permission to this group. This group can be a part of administrative unit, group membership rules you can change, application which are in this group, licenses which you assign to the group and it gets inherited to all the users, and Azure role assignments. And how will you delete the group? Well, you go to overview page of the group and just simply click on delete. Click on delete and it's gone. So that's how easy it is to create a user and group in Entra ID. And that was your quick guide to managing users and groups in Entra ID. These are essential skills for day-to-day IAM operations, and it is done by any identity administrator. Well, in the next video, we will explore Azure Entra ID role and administration. That is RBAC, role-based access control, and how to actually use it, how to apply the roles to the user. So make sure you're subscribed to our platform and the notifications are on. If this video helped you, then like and comment in the comment section. And I will make sure to read all those comments. And if there are any questions, I will answer them with best of my abilities. Then I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.
Thank you for watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftakademy.com. www.netsoftacademy.com.